pray with me, pray for me as we go through. What do you do when you've done all you can? It seems like it's never enough. And what do you say when your friends turn away and you're all alone? Tell me, what do you give when you give
have our musicians play our song, Calvary. Second Timothy. We'll turn our attention to Second Timothy. And according to our lesson today, we're going to focus on verses 3 through 7 and only read verse 7. 2 Timothy, verse 7 reads like this. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. We'll speak today from subject overcoming fear. Amen. You may have your seat. If there is one thing about which I am absolutely certain, it is the fact fear is real. It is as real as your mirrored reflection, as real as your heart beating in your chest, as real as your identification card, as real as the sun shining by day and the moon by night. Fear is both rational and irrational. For instance, if you go into someone's gated yard that has a sign reading, "Beware of attack dog," and you get bit, your fear of dogs is rational. Now, if you see a playful puppy around children and adults, and you refuse to go near because you think you're going to get bit and never have been bit, then your fear is irrational. What makes it rational is when you can say, "This happened to me, that's why, ... And so, I'm certain, just like I know my name, that fear is real, and I'm certain that fear robs. It saps one's confidence. Fear robs. You're not as sure you can do it anymore. Confident. You're not sure that you can overcome the problem. You're not sure you can get to the other side of the challenge. You're not sure you can fix what is broken. You're not sure you can right what is wrong. It saps your confidence. It saps your confidence. It takes away your ability to say, "I can do this." And that's what fear does. It's real. It robs. It strips you of your confidence. It saps your confidence. It strips your commitment. You can't do it anymore. You can't go any further. You can't take another step. You can't help another soul. You can't keep your word. It strips your commitment. Never mind, I said I won't do it. Never mind, I said I will be there. When fear sets in, it robs you of your commitment. It makes you say, I just can't. I know what I said. I know I said I would take care of that. I know I said I would be there. I know I said I would pay that bill. I know I said I would be there for you. But I can't do it. Can't do it. Strict your commitment. Fear robs. It will steal your courage. You can no longer face your enemy. Can't face your bullet. Can't face the medical report. Can't face the financial debt. You're stuck and can't get out. Stuck and can't get free. Stuck and can't get relief. It is because fear has set in. And you cannot find your confidence. You can't find your commitment or your courage. Am I by myself? No, I had a lot to be afraid of. Because God said it was going to rain like it had never rained before. Abraham had a lot to be afraid of because God told him to leave his father's country. Joseph had a lot to be afraid of because he was sold into slavery by his brothers. Moses had a lot to be afraid of because he faced ferocious Pharaoh. The Israelites had a lot to be afraid of because they saw Pharaoh's army fast approaching Joshua he faced the lion's den, and the three Hebrew boys faced the fiery furnace. Esther faced genocide. Anybody had reasons to be afraid? All of these did. So what I'm trying to say is that fear is real, it robs, and it rewards. The wrong one wins. Wrong one gets the victory. The wrong one enjoys the spoils. The wrong one gets to prance around and parade in front of your face. The wrong one receives the promotion. The wrong one is selected for the job. It is true that fear is real. It robs and it rewards. That's why everybody has an ink pen and a piece of paper. You're going to write down at least one thing that you're afraid of. So I'm going to stop right here, stop over here, and you're going to write down at least one thing. Now, I'm not saying you can't write more than one, but you're going to write down at least one thing. I'm going to pause. Then I get some music, some writing music. It ain't going to take long for y'all to write one. Now, everybody got to do it. 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 And you know this don't look good on social media when nothing's happening, so y'all got to help me have the image look right. So you got to write real quick and let me know you're done. Yeah, give me a thumbs up when you finish. That'll help me, all right? Make sure everybody got it. What are you afraid of? At least one thing. Don't write your name. Don't write your name. Now, if you're online, I want you to do the same thing. Type in the chat what you're afraid of. If it's something you can share publicly, if it's not, write personal. In the chat, everybody in the building, you gotta write what it is. Don't write personal. You should have read while you had the chance. Give me a thumbs up. I need to make sure I get the thumbs up. Everybody's in it, everybody's in now. Fold. I need you to fold. So that the words are not visible. Fold it. I need you to fold it. Hey man, you can fold it 2 or 3 times. I don't care how you fold it. Now I'm going to need ushers to help bring all of those to me. Don't open them ushers, you just grab them. Now if you want, you can pass them to the side and then they can just collect the stack. I need all of the statements. Just pass them over. Nobody should be looking at your paperwork. Nobody should be paying attention to what you got. It ain't their business, it's only your business. Amen? Did everybody pass me in? We got some on the front row. Pastor said, give it to him. Now, as they're coming forward, now I'm going to count how many heads in the building. Please take it. Don't be trying to do some lying in the church. Let's make sure we get them all. This is going to remind all of us that fear is real. That's some more coming up. Fear of spiders. Fear of death. Fear of identity theft. Somebody just said, I should have wrote that. Fear of speaking in public. They're duplicated. I'm just moving past them because they're always the fear of failure. Fear of Ferris wheels. Fear of being able to pay my bills. This one is blank. Fear of everything. Fear of judges and judgment. This one says fear of nothing. Fear of killer whales. Fear of golden pictures. Fear of insufficiency. Fear of dogs. Fear of pests like rodents, critters, rats. Fear of not becoming successful. Fear of all bugs and birds and bees, etc. Fear of falling. Fear of water, like ocean or lakes. Fear of snakes. Fear of not fulfilling God's plan and perfect purpose in my life. Fear of drowning. Fear of illness and death. Fear of not having enough finance to live in peace. Now, I know that you think that your fear is just your own, but now you see there is a collection of people, and I'm sure they typed something on Facebook and YouTube to tie back to the fact that fear is real. It's not fake, it's not made up. It's something that bothers us all. This is why this morning's Sunday school lesson regarding Jehoshaphat and the fact that the enemy was on his way and was looking to destroy him and Israel. That's a real problem when your enemies are on their way and you have no clue how you're going to get free. So this idea of fear that arrests all of us, it settles in on all of us, is where Timothy is when the Apostle Paul writes him. And I don't even have to ask the question how many of us feel that we need a little encouragement, because I already know. All of us can use some encouragement from time to time. Can I get a witness? Amen. Timothy was one of Paul's ministers in training. He was pretty young in comparison to other trainees and certainly much younger than his congregation. Teaching and preaching and ministering to those much older than you is a bit intimidating. And some folk don't mind letting you know how much you don't know. I never shall forget that one person, they've long gone from this ministry by now, but certainly during my early years as pastor here, one got in my face and said, you will never, I have forgotten more than you will ever know.
Wow.
And it wasn't the only person that said that, but that was the sentiment that I heard from a few persons. And first thing, I've never come off as a know-it-all. If you know my journey, I've never made it seem like I got all the answers.
Right.
So for a person to say that to me, I think what they were aiming to do was to derail my confidence in the Lord. And I got to the point where I said, God, I need to come back because you know how if you do the dozens, we understand the dozens, right? Well, they throw one at you, you got to come back. We got to throw one back, right? So understanding that and a lot of times we joke and have fun by doing the dozens, right? But still, when someone says that to you, and you're supposed to be their leader as pastor, some things you don't have to address. God will take care of it. But there are some things you do need to address to put a stop. Because there's death and life in the power of the tongue, and if you let people continue to speak death, it's going to land on them. So as pastor, you got to stop them from doing things like that. So I asked God, I need to come back. I need a statement that will stop that statement in its tracks. And this is what God told me. Tell them that the one who is advising you is before time, in time, and after time. And they will never know as much as he knows.
That's good.
So I said, God, I serve no more than you.
Yeah.
And all y'all put together. And you'll never know as much as him. He's the one that's telling me what to do. And I never heard that statement again. See, Timothy, now I wish this wasn't true. But sometimes young pastors, they run into people that just don't want them there. Right? It don't matter if they were born and raised in that church. As soon as they get in the chair, I don't want them.
Yeah. That's right.
It's just whoever's in the chair, I don't want them, right? And so Timothy had to deal with people that didn't want him there. It wasn't because they didn't like him as a person, like we just don't want you.
Yeah.
Right? And one of the things that I can't call his name because everyone would know him, most of you would know him, but his statement in one meeting was all these ladies on the pulpit committee, they can't keep a pastor, but they can pick. They can't keep a husband, but they can pick a pastor. Now they all single.
Wow.
Lord have mercy.
Wow.
I never forgot that. And I've heard a lot of funny things like that over my lifetime, but